stars come to shine when it's dark.
It is a beautiful evening out here in the backyard, and we are going to get started on our next little project. So I told you guys a little bit that we're trying to add in some softness. So we just built this deck, and of course I added more of a rectangle to the space. So we're going to soften it up. We're going to do kind of like a cottage garden. It was very inspired by the English gardens last year when we went to England. So I want to create something like that. And of course everything is on a budget, and you know, we're going to be slowly working our way around, and that's just kind of how we've worked on all of our home projects. So I will be sharing with you the good, bad, and the ugly of this next little project. I would not say I'm like a huge gardener. I know I have a little bit of a green thumb, but I've had my fair share of plant fails. So hopefully this one goes well. So let me show you kind of what the space looks like that we're working with, and I'm going to show you our game plan and then some of the plants that I have purchased to add back here. And hopefully it looks the way I envision it in my head. I don't know. So we're just working this process together. I'm not a professional by any means. However, I'd love to hire someone to kind of design stuff for me, but again, I'm just kind of winging this one. Let me show you what this looks like so far. It is such a beautiful evening out here. Oh my goodness. All right, so like I've told you guys before, our grass in the backyard does not like to grow. This is really all weeds. However, this is also the north side of the house, which I do think contributes to that. So here's the deck build, and we were on a slope, so we had to kind of cover things up this way. It's not really my favorite thing, so I do want to hide it, and we will be painting or staining the deck in the near future. I'm not sure what we're gonna do. We have not decided on that yet. Our house is Shoji White by Sherwin-Williams. I want to do something kind of like works with that, but not too light to make like a mess with the dogs. We actually had a birthday party this weekend, and we had like this giant bounce house water slide, and our grass looks a little worse for the wear right here because this is where the kids were coming in and out of the little pool. So just excuse that. It doesn't always look that bad. So I'm thinking to like add in some curves with plants. We are going to be using these landscaping bricks. This is what we have in our front yard, and they work great. I've got a bird bath. My 4-year-old is actually the one who absolutely had to have the bird bath, which is so funny. He loves the birdies. We've got a bird feeder and all that. So, and I thought that was like really kind of like nice. I thought that was a little cottagey charm. So we'll add that, and then we'll kind of curve around. And eventually I'd love to do, like, this is a long-term goal. I'll show you guys in just a second. But I want to bring it around to the stairs and kind of have like a flagstone pathway to the other side of the house. So anyways, that's like a long-term 5-year type goal. So what I'm thinking is I want to do some drift roses. So I've got one of them is over here on this cart. I'll show you in just a second. But I got these really pretty apricot drift roses, and apparently these things are like powerhouses. They can thrive in any soil, sun. They're just like really great roses. So I want to do like 3 of those, and then eventually line them here. And they're more like of a ground cover than a regular rose, so I think that'll work good. So thinking 1, 2, 3, and then we'll plant some plants back here. And again, this is like a shade area, so it's got to be something that can, you know, tolerate the shade. It will get a little bit of sun in the summer when the sky, you know, kind of changes, but for the most part, shade. So let me show you a few of the plants that I got. Okay, so I've got another one of those drift roses over here. You can kind of see the coloring kind of peek out. I think it'll be really pretty. So we've got that, and there is some parts that get shade during like the hottest part of the day, but they do get the morning sun and a little bit of the afternoon sun. So for those areas, I got a few of these double impatiens. They are the Glimmer Apple Blossom. Look how beautiful these are. My husband thought they were roses because they do have like that rose look to them. I think they're beautiful, and these are annuals, so they will need to be replaced next year, but I think that's like easy enough to do. I don't mind having a few annuals. I think that kind of really adds to like the cottage style, is having plants that do come back every year, which are perennials, which is kind of what you want to have like as your base landscaping, and then bring in the annuals and the things that you can kind of change out each year, and you know what works and what doesn't work. So I thought these were absolutely beautiful. The nice, very blush pink and I love the green of the impatiens. I got a few of these Steffi white garas. So these are a little bit of a taller plant, and they put off these really pretty white blooms, and I just thought these would look really cool. I think they get fairly large. Full sun, so I do have some parts over here that will get full sun during the summer, so I think those will look really nice, and these are perennials in my zone. I don't know that they're perennials everywhere. I think it's like 8 through 11 they are perennials. I'm in zone 9A for reference. And then for another spot that does get the full sun, I got these Endurascape pink bicolor verbenas. And I thought these were just really pretty. I thought they were kind of like whimsical, very cottage looking. I do like the blooms on them, and these kind of like grow outwards, so they'll fill in the space really nicely. And I also grabbed some hostas, so there are some spots that absolutely stay shaded for most of the day, and I got these hostas, and I just like them. They're variegated. I thought they were really pretty looking, and I think I will get another variety of them, like a darker green, just to kind of give a little bit more variation. Grab another one of those. I'll show you guys that when that time comes. But hostas are great. They grow, and you can divide them and move them around year after year. So these are great perennials for a shade garden. And the last thing I have for today is the proven winners. This is the Fairy Trail Bride Cascading Hydrangea. I'm sure you guys have seen these online. They are like the newest, biggest thing. They debuted in the Chelsea Flower Show in London, which is so funny because we tried to go last year, but we couldn't get any last minute tickets, so they're fairly new. These look beautiful. These are part sun, so I think I might order another one. I actually ordered it on Amazon because I could not find any nursery local to me that carried them, so I took a chance, and I was actually pleasantly surprised. I mean, they're shipped by proven winners, so it's not like some extra third-party, person that's sending them, but I'm really excited to see how these look and kind of just add a different type of hydrangea to our yard. So that is kind of the game plan. We are going to lay down some landscape fabric first, and we've got the little pins, and kind of make that the shape we want, and then we'll come back and we'll add in some pavers. Once we have like the shape set, we will go ahead and burn holes in the weed barrier for planting our plants, and I have some starter fertilizer on the way, so I'm very excited to get that started and kind of just soften up the space. So I hope you guys enjoy this type of content. If you do, be sure to subscribe, like, and comment a flower emoji if you're still watching. Let me know that you're still here. So let's get started on getting the space ready. Okay, it's been about a week, reality. So I'm gonna go in with this premium weed barrier and stake it down with these landscape pins to create the size and the shape of the flower bed.
Show us where we are. What makes the sun go to sleep every night, and what's it dreaming of? I wonder. How come the sky sometimes hides behind the clouds? Maybe it's just like me, a little bit scared of heights. Why does the rain always keep on pouring down when it's gray outside? It really makes me wonder. Yeah, it makes me wonder. It really makes me wonder. Ooh, I wonder. How come the trees get undressed when it's cold? And don't they miss the leaves they left behind? Could it be to make the ground shine like gold until winter comes? Until winter comes? Until winter comes? It really makes me wonder.
Was that satisfying?
No, that was honestly really scary.
Huh?
Really scary.
Makes me wonder. Oh, I wonder. makes me wonder. Yeah, it makes me wonder. Ooh, I wonder. Ooh, I just wonder. It really makes me wonder. Yeah, I wonder.
That's where we're gonna leave it for tonight. I need to go get some more bricks. I've only got 3, and I kind of like started to kind of mark out where I'm gonna put everything, but we used some black cow, and then I added some biotone starter fertilizer, and we're just kind of like watering things in. So I've got the 3 roses, and I think I'm gonna go back and add 1 more kind of where that black cow is sitting, and then we'll kind of fill in the rest. And then I need to order another one of these hydrangeas and then go buy 2 more hostas of like a different variety. So yeah, I mean, it's a slow work in progress, but it's coming together. I just wanted to pop in and encourage you guys to just try gardening if you haven't before. I know it can be a little bit intimidating to kind of start and get into, but I promise you it's a lot easier than you would think, and the reward is exponential. I'm dying. It is so hot outside. It's not even that hot. It's just, it's been so cold this year that now it feels hot. We just got all the plants done. I got the border done, and now Robbie is going to chisel out one of the bricks to put on the corner, just because it, you know, of course, you know, nothing ever ends up perfect. So sorry, my allergies are killing me, so if I'm sniffling, that's why. But it's looking super good. I have a few more ideas for a few things, but for now, I think it looks great. We're gonna leave it. It's kind of one of those projects where you just add to it as time allows and as your budget allows. You don't need to go do it all at once. You know, we're here for the long term, not just for a few years. So I am about to start filling in all the mulch, and then it's pretty much done, and we'll water it in. I think it looks so pretty, so I'm really excited. I can't wait to see everything growing, and yeah, I think it's gonna look really nice. And it did not wash out. So we had torrential downpour for like the past, I mean really like the last 3 weeks have been really rainy. So it just finished pouring yesterday, and if the sun finally came out, it was supposed to be rainy today. It's looking like it's gonna be rainy again tomorrow, but we're gonna hope it's not, because our backyard just really needs to drain and get dry. So thankful for the rain, of course, but because we were in a drought here in Alabama, which is like very odd, I feel like, for our area. But anyways, I would like the rest of the yard to kind of dry out a little bit. But yeah, it's been super just kind of gross, and I'm just like, I want to be able to enjoy this space before it's like the middle of July and 1,000 degrees. I cannot wait to see this space kind of grow and fill in and, you know, kind of change over the years. We have tons of room to grow into this space, and this is kind of just like a trial run. You know, some of these plants might not thrive, but if they do, then I will make note of that and, you know, kind of adjust our plans for the years to come. But thank you so much for joining me for today's video. I hope this gave you an inspiration to just start on a project that will ultimately bring you so much joy and happiness. And I hope that we can learn together through a little bit of trial and error of creating a cottage backyard on a budget. I really love how the space turned out, and I have loved coming out here every morning and watering everything and making sure that it just stays really nice and beautiful for our family. So I hope you guys have a great rest of your day, and we will chat very soon.